Okay, you guys were so interested in where we booked our vacation, and I wasn't going to share until we went because I don't share things that I haven't experienced myself. And I wanted to make sure I liked it before I recommended it, but you guys are really interested in what we found. So just know I haven't been here yet, and I would never post something that I don't love. I've been places before that were absolutely horrible, and I never ended up sharing them. So I can't speak to it, but this is the research that we did, and I'll tell you kind of the ones we were looking at that I thought were family friendly, but why we didn't kind of book with them, just to give you an idea for your family vacation. And I'll put some photos so you can kind of see like why we liked them. So starting off with the Crowne Paradise Cancun, the thing that sold me was the water park. It's so cool looking. Who knows if it's maintained? The reviews were like, but if it looks like that, I thought that would have been really fun for Em. They also had a little adult water park area. I believe it was close to the airport, and it was the most affordable one. So I don't know, not the most affordable one ever, but the most affordable one on our list. We had 6. Then we were looking at the, I don't want to say it wrong, Meliá Caribe Beach Resort, Punta Cana. This one I thought looked beautiful. It's fairly new. The water park for kids looked so nice, modern. The resort was beautiful. It was on the pricier end a little bit, but something that I thought was really cool was they have this like entertainment like complex across the street apparently, that it has like high ropes and like rock climbing and a play structure and like a carousel and like entertainment, and it's included for free if you stay at that resort. So that was kind of like a selling feature for us. Ultimately, we decided that resort was just a bit too big and just not the one we're going to, but I do still have that one on my list for the future. We also had the Grand Palladium Colonial in Mexico. I think that one was like Playa del Carmen area. Kyle and I have been to that one almost 10 years ago. It has like a smaller splash kid area. One of the things we loved was they had like a infinity pool that like was up against the ocean, so the ocean water would kind of flow in. There was like fish in it, but now it looks like that's exclusive to like a different section now, so that was kind of a bummer. But that was a very nice resort, also very big, multiple resorts in one, so we just didn't go back. We're not going back there. So now we're going to get into the Royaltons. There's 3 of them. So the Royalton Splash Punta Cana is one that Kyle and I did with Em 2 years ago. We really liked the resort, but there were certain things we didn't love. It was made of marble and it was so slippery. Em was only like 20 months at the time and like still kind of waddling, and I just felt like the whole resort was unsafe for her. And the water park, they were so strict on the rules. So there was a kids water park, and then there's like the adult side, and there's like a wave pool. The wave pool flooring material was very sharp. I cut my foot on it, so like water shoes are a must. Still a very nice resort, but they are really picky on height. So if you're over a certain height, they would not let you on the kids water park, and then the adult you had to be a certain height. So my thinking was, what if you had a child who was like 8, who was tall, who was too scared to go on the big ones, but they wouldn't let on the little ones? You wouldn't know that until you got down there. So Em was still really little, and like we wanted to go down like the little slides with her, and they wouldn't let us. So luckily we had a life jacket and it was fine. She would be better at that resort at this age, but that was like a weird thing to kind of experience that we didn't know going down. Also, we learned a lot through the Facebook group. Pretty much every resort has their own Facebook group that you can find where you can go in, ask questions, or read, and you learn so much. And that's where I learned about this next one we're going to talk about. So we looked at the Royalton Splash Cancun. It has a really big water park for kids, but upon reading the comments and stuff on the Facebook page, I discovered that I don't know if there's a minimum height, but they were talking about an age. So you had to be 5 years old to use the kids' water park. And Em's not 5. And it would be at the lifeguard's discretion that day if they would let you on or not. So I didn't want to go down there, and one day she could go on and one day she couldn't. I don't know if that's true or if it is by height, but they were talking a lot about age in the Facebook group, and it freaked me out. So then I was like, I can't even risk this. Although that resort looks amazing, they do have a smaller little tiny splash area with like a baby slide, but she's a little bit above that now and maybe not quite ready for the big kids park. So That one looked really cool too if you had like older kids or teens. There's like a huge adult side, whereas like most of the photos only show like the first few slides, but there's actually like a whole back end. If you start watching YouTube videos, you start to see it all. So we didn't book the Royalton Splash in Cancun because we weren't sure if Em could go on it, and it might be a bit mature for her. We decided to book the Royalton beside the splash called the Royalton Riviera Cancun. It doesn't have anything for adults, but it's been renovated. It looks beautiful. The reviews are pretty good. Just a few YouTube videos of walkthroughs, and it's just stunning. It has this kids pool that's like splashy stuff, and then like slides that are more M size, and then like a little climber, and like a small indoor like slide thing. I just thought this catered to her so much more, and it doesn't look like there's restrictions when I joined the Facebook group. So I think that is going to be good for her, and I feel happy with that choice. But I thought I'd share for you guys in case you're looking for something yourself. This is the research that we did. There's obviously so many more, but these are the ones we had it narrowed down to. And yeah, happy planning.